Okay, so good morning everyone.
Good morning, ma'am. Morning, ma'am. Morning, ma'am.
Okay, good morning. Yes, what did we do in the last class? Previous class, we studied about nouns. What is a noun?
Noun is a place
Noun is a place. Noun is a place.
Nouns are words which tell about naming words. Animal or thing.
Yes, naming words are called as nouns. Yes, so we started about on the topic, the second topic on nouns. So what are nouns? Nouns are naming words. Yes, naming words are called as nouns. And we did the kinds of nouns. Which kinds of nouns we completed in the last class? How many kinds of nouns are there?
Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, common noun.
Yes, we completed with proper noun. Yes, in the last class we completed proper noun. We did with the common noun. And we finished the class with collective noun. Right? So these are the three types of nouns that we completed in the last class. Today what we will do is, we will learn about the next two nouns, that is the material noun, and the last one is
Common noun,
abstract noun. Children, see, you all are still joining. Each time I need to keep admitting you all. Yes, so in the last class we started on the topic nouns. The kinds of nouns we completed in the last class was the proper noun, the common noun and the collective noun. Now tell me, we will just do a brief recap quickly on what is a proper noun. Quick, tell me what is a proper noun?
a name of a particular noun.
Yes. Yes. A name of a particular noun, wherein you take a noun, when you specifically take a name of a noun. For example, give me an example. Give me an example, any example. Now I will give an example of, I don't want a sentence. Yes, Delhi, Agra, Goa, then you have Pune and all these things. Okay, here it is, a proper noun is wherein you particularly take a name of a noun. Okay, but in common noun, what is a common noun? What is a common noun? Yes, wherein we don't take the name particularly. I told in the last class, it is just the opposite of the proper noun. Okay, wherein now here I have given you these examples of Goa, Delhi, Agra, Pune, whatever. But all these in common, what are they called? All these in common are called as places, wherein you commonly take the name of a noun. You don't particularly specify any name. You are commonly taking the name of a noun. That is, in proper noun, I have given you an example of. In proper noun, I have specifically given you an example of different names of particular place. Goa, Delhi, Agra and Pune. But whereas in common noun, instead of taking the name of a particular place, I commonly put it as places. Is it clear? Any doubts with common noun and proper noun?
No, ma'am.
Now, next, what is a collective noun? We did in the last class. What is a collective noun?
Names taken together.
Yes, the names taken in a group or together is called a collective noun. Okay, now give me an example for collective noun. Where some things, some nouns or some things are there in a group or there together. Yes, crowd. Whom do you call a crowd? Who is called a crowd? Now if I see many animals or many dogs walking on the road or many dogs on the street or on the playground, do I say a crowd of dogs? Whom do we call a crowd?
Group of people.
Yes, a group of people. They are called as crowd. And any other example for crowd? Any other example for collective noun? Band. Good. Band of. Whom do we call a band?
Bunch of trees.
No, wait. We'll complete with the previous one. Somebody said band. Band of what? You tell me first this. Band of what? A group of what is called a band? A group of what is called a band? Yes, a band of musicians. Many musicians playing together, okay, or playing the music together is called a band of musicians. Next example for collective noun. Yes, a bouquet of flowers. Many flowers together makes a bouquet. Yes, next.
Of keys.
A bunch of keys. Very good. When you have many keys together, yes, when you have many keys together, it's called as bunch of keys. So in the last class, we started with the nouns. The kinds of nouns we completed was the proper noun, common noun, and collective noun. So today, what are we going to learn? In today's class, we will learn about the material noun and abstract noun. Now, what is a material noun? Can anyone read the definition from the book? One of you read the definition. Loud, be loud. Amol, loud.
A material consisting of the matter of or substance or made from which things are made. Example.
Not made, it's made. Don't drag your words. Yes, can anyone else read? Anyone else? Yes. Read what?
Material noun is the name of the matter or substance of which things are made.
Example.
Iron is a useful metal. We can understand from.
We make utensils. We make utensils from steel. Sorry, from silver.
This table is made of wood. This house is made of stone.
Okay, so what did you understand? Yes, what did you understand with the definition of what is a material noun? What according to you is a material noun after you reading the definition?
Man to build something house.
Yes, a noun that is made out of something. Okay, the name or the matter or the substance that is made out of something, that is called as a material noun. Now, for example, if I give you an example for what is this? A necklace. A necklace is for, what is a necklace? What is a necklace? It is a material. What is the necklace made of? What is the necklace made of? It must be made of gold or silver or a diamond or a bronze Okay, so the material that is used to make, okay, that is used to make a material, the substance. Listen here, a substance or the matter that is used to make a material is called as a material noun. Now, for example, another example, I will give you of utensils. What are utensils? What is a utensil? What do we call a utensil, children? Huh? No, what utensils means what? It is a material, yes. Listen, it is a material, right? But what is a utensil? What do we call a utensil for? Yes, it's a vessel. Vessels are called as utensils. This is a material. But what substance is gone into making this vessel? Or what matter is used in making a utensil or making a vessel? Utensils are made of what? Silver. Okay, it's made of steel or whatever with silver. Okay, so this utensil is a material, and what is it made of? It is made of silver. So that is a substance or the matter. Okay, so the substance or the matter of what the material is made of is called as material noun. Another example I'll give you of a table. What is a table? A table is a material. What is the substance or the matter that is gone into making a table? What is a table made of? Wood. So this substance or the matter that is used to make a material is called a material noun. Now another example I'll give you of clothes. Okay, what is a cloth? What is a cloth? Or what are clothes? What? It is a material. What is it made of? Okay, what is it made of? It is of cotton or yes. Huh? Yes, a fiber or a cotton. So the substance or the material, the substance or the matter that is used to make a material is called a material noun. Am I clear? Yes. Now give me an example for material noun. I gave an example for a necklace, utensils, table. Now you give me an example for a material noun. Yes, very good. He is given an example of a window. What substance or what matter is gone in making this window? Yes, very good. It's made of glass. Yes, then cupboard. Okay, cupboard. What is the matter of the substance that is gone in making a cupboard? It's wood. Tiles, yes, it can be made of a ceramic tile. Yes, you have tiles. In that you can have ceramic tiles. Okay, whatever is used in making. Yes, a granite or the stone, the other stones, whatever stones or substance that is used in making a tile is called a material noun. Okay? It can be a granite, it can be of a ceramic. Okay? Yes, then? Huh? Yes. A house, good. Somebody gave an example of house. What material goes in making a house? And stones. Yes, stones, cement, sand. Okay, so all these are the examples of a material noun. Any doubt in material noun? No, ma'am. Okay. No, ma'am. Okay. So next one. Shall we move to the next one? Which is the next type of noun? Yes, ma'am. Next type of noun is the abstract noun. Who will read the definition of an abstract noun? No, give someone else. No, wait.
Noun is usually the name of a quality, action, or state considered apart from the object to which it belongs. Example: beauty is a nine-days wonder. Kindness is always rewarded.
Virtue.
I'm finished.
Okay. Yes. What did you understand after reading it? Abstract noun you have done in your previous class also, right? So what do you understand by abstract noun?
Name of the
Ma'am. Yes.
Name of quality, action, or state.
You tell me simple language. Tell me use simple sentences or use simple words to explain. Now, am I using all big words to explain to you? I am making it very simpler for you so that you understand. Tell me in simple words. Don't make it complicated or don't confuse yourself also. What according to you is abstract noun? In one or two words also you can tell me.
Idea.
Yes, an idea.
Words which tell us quality.
Yes, the words which tells us the quality of okay. Yes. So what does abstract noun tells us? It is a name that is usually used. Who is that still? Children are joining. Yes. So what is an abstract noun? An abstract noun is usually a name of a quality or an action or the state that is considered. Okay, any state that is considered wherein you are including it as a quality, action or a state. Now, for example, and here what happened in abstract noun? You can only imagination. It doesn't happen in here. It's only imagine. Now, if I say happiness is everywhere, can you see happiness?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see? You can feel happy. Yes. Now, for example, it is your birthday. You can feel very happy because it is your birthday. But can you see that happiness? Can you see around? If I say now, for example, best example I will give you of an air. Air is everywhere. That you have been learning since you are there from the lower classes. Air is everywhere. Can you see the air? Can you see air? You cannot see. So same it is with your happiness. Okay, you know that you are happy, but can you see happiness anywhere? No. So it is a quality that you can only feel. You know that you are happy, you are feeling happy about it, but you cannot see it anywhere. Now here also they have given you kindness is always rewarded. Means what? What does the sentence means? Kindness is always rewarded. Means what? What is the sentence? What do you understand by the sentence? What do you understand by the sentence?
The group of words.
I'm asking you, what do you understand? What is the meaning? I'm not asking you, it is a group of words. What is the meaning of the sentence? Kindness is always rewarded. For example, you see there is...
Complete meaning.
What? Repeat once again.
Complete meaning.
I'm asking you the meaning of what? What is the meaning of kindness is always rewarded? What is the meaning of that sentence?
Kindness. Kindness to others, we will get
Yes. Give me an example, Vinay. How can you show kindness to others? Give me an example. Yes, by helping others. You are kind. If you are kind enough, you help others. For example, if you see someone who is not able to cross the road, okay? He is not able to cross the road. What will you do? You will help him to cross the road. So that is called as kindness. And if it is an old man or a lady who is not able to cross the road, what will you do? You will help him to cross the road. After you help him to cross the road, what does he say? What does he or she say once you help someone? He says thank you, or they may say thank you, or they will say God bless you. So what is this? This is always a reward. So this means kindness. It means that kindness is always rewarded. You see a beggar on the road, okay, or somebody comes to your house to beg. He is asking for something. What do you do that time? What do you do that time? You give him some food or you give him some money and you help him out. Okay? So what happens that time? What are you showing? You are showing that you are kind towards helping someone. So can you see that kindness? You know that you are helping somebody. This shows that you are kind. Okay, it shows the quality, but can you see it? You cannot see it. So such words are called as abstract. These are called as quality or the actions that you do. Such nouns are called as abstract nouns. Such nouns are called as abstract nouns. Is it clear? Now for example, you are writing an exam. Okay, you are writing an exam now that you are writing, you will be answering everything online. So what happens there? During the online class, what you need to do? You need to be faithful. You need to be sincere in writing. We cannot come and see everyone whether you are writing it very sincerely or you are writing it without opening your books. Okay, you are just writing what you have studied, what you know. So this word sincere. Okay, this word sincere is the quality of your action, what you are doing. So it is an abstract. You know that you are sincere. You know that you are not copying. So such type of nouns are called as abstract nouns. You can just feel it, but you cannot see it. Okay? Yes? Now, for example, another example you can see, I give you of joy, sorrow. What is sorrow? What is sorrow? Sorrow is what? Sorrow means what? Yes. What is joy? Sorry, what is sorrow? What do you mean by sorrow?
Sadness.
Yes, sadness. So such words are called as abstract nouns wherein it includes the actions or the quality. See, still they are joining. Okay, now we'll move on to the next page. I've already completed on page number 153. Just go through page 153, kinds of nouns. Just read it, children. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Page 153. Page 153, kinds of nouns. Now whatever I have explained you. See, in proper noun, they've given you examples. Sumit is an intelligent boy. So which is a proper noun there?
I'm Sumit.
Why Sumit? Why Sumit? Yes, it is a name of a particular noun. Yes, it is a name of a particular person. Asha is a good dancer. Asha. Yes, Asha, because it is the name of a girl. Hyderabad is a big city.
Hyderabad.
Yes, Hyderabad. Why? Because it is the name of a particular city. Hamlet is the best tragedy of Shakespeare. Hamlet. Okay. So just go through. See, next is common noun. Man is the maker of his destiny.
Man.
Why man?
Because it is common.
Yes, it is a common because they have not given you the name of the man. So it is a common noun. Birds fly in the sky.
Birds.
Is any name of a particular bird given?
No, man.
No. So in common they have just told you as birds. Next you have the collective noun. A collective noun is a name given to a group of persons or things taken collectively. Now turn the page. 154. The crowd greeted the chief minister. Who is the crowd? Crowd is, yes, a group of people. Many people together make a crowd. They had to call the army to control the situation. Which is a collective noun there? Army. Whom do you call an army? Army of group. You are using the word group. Listen here. You are using the word group. You should not use the word group. Many soldiers together. Okay? It's called an army of soldiers. Where there are many soldiers gathered together, it's called an army of soldiers. Our team played well. Whom do you call a team?
Many players.
Yes, many players. How many players? Can a crowd, listen, can a group of people of 30, 40, 50 become a team? Huh?
Yes.
Usually, how many people does a team consist of? 11 to 12 players. So these 11 to 12 players make a team. Mohini is the best student in this class. Whom do you call a class? Whom do you call a class? Whom do you call a class?
Class of students.
Yes, a class of students.
Class of students.
Yes, a class of students. The next one, material noun. Go through the material noun if you have any doubt.
No, man.
No? No doubts? Abstract noun?
No man.
Okay.
No man.
Okay, fine.
No man.
1 minute. Open to page number 159. Worksheet 3. Open to worksheet 3, page 159.
Yes, ma'am.
From that, I wanted to do the first 10 sentences. Pick out proper noun and common nouns in the following sentences.
Ma'am, page number
159.
Ma'am, it is over.
Yes. It is what we just did. Okay? And also 5, 4 and 5. The full page you want to do it. Okay, in the next class we will solve it. Right? Yes.
Ma'am, fourth one to first one, it is not the common number.
What is that? You all do it, we will solve it. You all try to do it. If you all don't get, we will solve it in the next class. This is only for you to see how much you have understood. Okay? Next one, I will solve it along with you. That when you have a doubt, that time we will clarify it. Is it clear? If you don't know or if you don't understand, leave that sentence, go to the next one. When we come back to the next class, then we will continue with it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone. So, in the next class, we will continue with page number 154, nouns. Okay, gender nouns. Till then, you will complete your homework. If you have any doubts, we will solve it in the next class when we meet again. Right, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, chalo. Bye, all of you.